Got it back. I'm pretty sure the sound works this time, considering I've turned off my PC from then. Let's go an extra day. I have just enough money, so I think I'm okay. December 23rd. Good evening. Oh, I guess the text isn't working after all. I guess I need to revalidate some files or something, but either way, I guess it's fine. Oh, hey. How are you feeling? A little more soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So, on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself, I'm still sad as hell, but how do I put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta, kinda. So, how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said enough to pay for the soda I'm having is fine. How did you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know. You hear? Thank you. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. I heard you can... I need to figure out which... This is one of my favorite tracks in the game. But this is also a really nice song. I'm trying to find that one sound. I'm trying to find that one. I totally forgot what it was though. This drives me wild. It might have been something I haven't unlocked yet. Was it this? Screw it. I just put... Can I... You can put two! I like it, okay? Fill your playlist with a song you like. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to... Oh, it's you guys. Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Sierra thing. Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take Georgies only? Do I look like one of those cipher bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are the same species as I am. Sad thing is, I take him more seriously with talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you take anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. A manly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just hear something bitter? Should I? Maybe manly and bitter. What do you think about that? Bitter, manly, strong. What else is here? How about... This is manly, I guess, but it's not bitter. Oh, wait, no. I need a flawless service tip, and Jane or Jill wants to not do that because she's rejecting the order. Okay, maybe never mind. I'll give him a crevice spike because this is manly and sobering, I guess. Maybe. This song is to the beat, son. Yeah. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Oh, look at that. Blech, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know? You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Shira afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool, every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all their money like on water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they have the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Aren't there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless you're just paying him straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman. This world is filled with all sorts of recursive madness, you know. Doctors consult doctors. Boxes come in boxes. Bottles come in bottles. Ooh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes sir. Except that, boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Rosenstrauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not the one to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those cipher bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know. Her smile is so cute too. So it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put it on that list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying with a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great. Gil can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for the day, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind of just to not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar a bit. When you put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working here with her too. Yeah. So you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby, awaiting orders. Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask how or if he even gets paid with money. Betty. Oh, Betty. Man, I should need to get wasted. Her name is Deal? I fail to see how get out of ways to make you feel better. Sheba! For fuck's sake, piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks. Welcome to the Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Give me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Deal want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes. so cute. He's fine. Just a beer then. Friday after work isn't just a beer though, it's the beer. Can't argue with that. I'll make it big, why not? Here, let's make it special. Yeah! Cheers! Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks, the last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up, for better or for worse. For worse? She's like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl's on the constant lookout, scared of saying anything that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit, poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard not to get offended anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's in earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that, or if you're just the one making her the wary of anything she says. Well, why don't you test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that it's on the line here. I want to prove you're the only one talking shit about me. Even if you are right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get us used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was, say, this Laura girl. Do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We all get along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there then? Because she likes dogs, and that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? Lilim? A more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting along? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out here. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts are rose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you and... You already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like someone's skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. That, refrain from using "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof. Please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright. There you go. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems like it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were of course part of some big games company. Seems like that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender literally made them drink all the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for the better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and anyone that does it on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How was that bad? We'd all go and protest, we'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad, and not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from group to group, only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on the past relationships, dude. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Cypher toy company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up from the mountain depths. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is a company from someone working in a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will you be getting anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow, and by we, I mean really her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See ya, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if someone comes, please. Alright. No dogs in sight. Okay, let's not do that. We'll put that here. Nothing unlocked, seems like. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... I'm pretty sure she just wants to... something... plain, right? Let's try. Oh, I saw happy. Maybe this will work. Hey! And what's this? It's on me. Drink, so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? A brandini. So do you pay attention to, so you do pay attention to what I asked for. I just got lucky. Okay. You have quite the fixation with brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, wanna hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. He pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a brandini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gone wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was a pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he called me Brantini Girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and I started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Road? Nah, that's old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing up all my stored steam right now. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit for the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot the kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story though. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling her stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So what does this fully capable woman do a couple weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot steamy nights and then left. Okay, well. You reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents, and being such a sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me for a couple of days to give some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapees, and after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke because I refuse to have a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit on me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I'm pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn fucking well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else, but Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I could help? You just did. Eh? I don't know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter is a slut. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding, kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of family. My father's sisters still look like young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Joe? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out to be better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is would I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out to be shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your rational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No, but there are things best kept unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. Something cold and with alcohol. Flame me? Sorry about that. Does she want like a lot of alcohol? Or like something just blasted with drink? Cold with alcohol. Why not? Oh no, I can't make it big, huh? Oh well. 3 browser effects. Here you go. Thanks, I needed to cool down a little bit. That's why I'm here. So, you said you felt shitty the last couple days? Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on, you heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure, something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Really? I like breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. Innuendos? You silly girls. Boss, you're there talking about breasts and legs with everyone that knows the best parts are the fucking wings, nigga. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because, Not as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thank you. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice, nice. Weird, maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. She usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just by being near them. Oh. Say, Joe, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercing, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turn out to be spicy. What can I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. What about a piano woman? Because I gave her a piano man. It is sweet, so I guess why not? 552. There you go. It helped. Thank you. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light colored hair. Light colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just like when she got here with a bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment. I would never let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days then? What? Oh, no, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Joe, you've heard my problems so many times, and I want to help you. Come on, here. I told you to sit here, come on. What? What are you... Alright, then. Now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works me. So that's what it looked like. At least, she has sprites, I guess. I see. Okay then, I move this here, click this. Oh god. Now it works for you, for me, and that dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Oh, I forgot she's a hacker. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how did you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then, it's something that goes back to my college years. Well, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made it too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half a career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenoa. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Ooh. We started going out. I met all of her family even then. You went a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sugar Rush then, you can't mess that up, right? Right. So, Sugar Rush. Do I want to make Jill drunk though? Do I want to make myself drunk? Oh, baby. Should I? Should I? Should I? I'm gonna do it. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a Sugar Rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half, it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations of my thesis. When my graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading the said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I could enjoy what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped and I realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared that it would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but where I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things evolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of their house and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Huh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized aluminum nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true that she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill... And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid for fuck's sake. She lost a sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to drop it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? A stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you give me a big beer here? Coming right up. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. Aw, she's smiling. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Ooh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stress was my default state. So just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into low social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her acquaintances and the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking about what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night where we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just, I want to thank you, Arma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to talk all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself, you insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to the end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, not that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at least the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I never able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know. I never want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here, I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Ah, boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk, at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings? Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call the manager. Boss? Today's payment. Ooh, I got a lot of money. Flawless service bonus. Cherished Chitty Hacker. She's a good friend. Their payment account was 8,000 charge as your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Joe's power didn't get cut. This gives her a peace of mind and she'll get focused at work with no problem. Oh. Nice. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Oh. Alright, let's go. It's only 1:30. Grand Slam Fighters. Amazing how I know all the words and yet I understand nothing. Wrestling is fake. This thread is closed. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. Oh, I already saw this one. Model Warrior Julian returns. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Magical. Hey. Touch. Spooky or a made up story. I wonder if it shows among those 80. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. Save. Okay. I'll play one more chapter. Yeah, drink a little bit though. Okay, just making sure that my voice was going through the last episode, but I shouldn't be worrying about it. The settings are all the same. Anyway, let's save one more time because I can't remember doing it, so, and... here. And go to work. Let's see what's new today. It's Saturday, so today will just be a regular day. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have my errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird, coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're going to spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs you invited, Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting, the more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. Yeah, that's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Time to make drinks. Time to make drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Oh, someone new. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right when you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell, I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. The Lilum kind of freaks me out. Did I give her a drink then? Let's see. Okay, I'll make a big one. One too many. Brantini. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Vela. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilum friend is? Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you ever heard of a game called YIIK, Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 companies this year? That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. The film still freaks me out. Oh, I'm sure. Alright. I won't dab you too much. Here you go. Yep, this is a thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s or R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, Didi, R&B. I'm coming. You see, Didi is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased. Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple minutes, but that'll be that. You should go check on him though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic. How petty is this time? Black sailor uniform? I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy. Oh, hi honey. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilim just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush, yeah, that. Right. She asked for a sugar rush, but didn't she tell you something about... No, she always liked... Oh, fuck. I need to think back. What did she like as a drink? There was a special drink for her period day, quote unquote. Oh, was it the piano woman or the actual sugar rush? I totally forgot. I'm gonna go with my gut and say piano woman. What's it? Where is it? Hey, I pay attention to the game. Fuck you. Oops, let me do that. 2 Delta, 3 Fire Guard, and 3 Number Drink. All aged and mixed. I hope this is right, because I didn't save. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt like calibrating or when you were feeling down? I did? Wait, I did. You actually remembered such a thing. You're so sweet. Oh, look at her. I've never seen that expression before. I was half expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. Look at her. Aww. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've always wondered for a while. Do you Lilim really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up into collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being able to be redeployed. Well, we were built in warnings. The mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that's what the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about the robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws are bullshit. Can't harm humans. Can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old fucking book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the law some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it for their own favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit though, I'm just getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know? It's a tad small though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was the name again? 4? Why 4? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell 4. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can see it's 4 play. Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A Lilim kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I like. Okay then. What would WWDO? What would Dorothy order? Why don't you just give her another piano woman? Like, she liked it, right? Here, give you another one. Oops, Two power delta, 3 fighter guide, 3 commentary. All aged and mixed. Boop. Here. Good, but that's cheating. You just served me the string. Still right, isn't it? Yup. I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the whole piano woman thing. It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know. I've wondered for a while, though. Why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Come again. Why else would I come here if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar. The way it's insulated from the noise of the city. It's very comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down, though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom, or guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian? That whole thing about someone taking care of a Lilim after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. They always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with your guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Huh? Dead daughter? I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't though, or at least not consciously. At times she would just stop doing something, or return a gift she's given me. If she felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. Well, irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing, a daughter, a student, some helpless kid. It means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that roleplays this little girl. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute. What's the problem with your guardian then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter, that seeing me makes me sad. Or makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter on me, I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking with her? How so? Telling her just what you said to me, clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about it, talking about her like that. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well, then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You want to come? Really? If you don't mind talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. Yeah, I've done worse down in alleys. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. I'm assuming that if you get someone on your break, you achieved like some higher status with them, right? In that case, I'm just gonna save over my previous one. Go do some water. Oh, I got an achievement. Chat with Becky behind the bar. Becky? Huh? Isn't her name Dorothy? Want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl. I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks. No, smoking seriously messes with my air filters and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Graham. Graham? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays she works at a gym during morning shift. She's pretty fit if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. Isekai'd? What was her daughter's name? I don't know, I never asked really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear, or is that surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine yet. Wait, read? Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared or surprised. She's not wrong, though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold. So what's your legal name, then? Rebecca Dorothy Willem Graham. A bit of a mouthful if you ask me. RDWG. So Dorothy's actually your second name? Should I call you something like Becky then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name? Yep. Only my mom, or guardian, only calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as the last name. Shortly after I joined their hospital, they separated, so I was left with this family name first. Hold on, so your real name in short would be Rebecca Willow? Doesn't have the same pizzazz if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it. It'd be like if I called you Juliana Wilson. Whoa, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How can you end up feeling associated with a name that's not even yours? I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us minded though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you are you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay? Sounds too far-fetched? Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all of your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Okay. Let's do one side. So it's like one side calm, one side hard calm, lively, or live, calm, maybe. Gays invited. Oh, here it was. I was looking for this one. Troubling news. Who was I? What's Umedo again? Or Umemoto? Will you remember me? Where do I go from here? Okay, now we have the awesome ones. Everything will be okay. I'll do switch up. Dawn Shadows, Pierce the Dark, and you know what? I'll just go Snowfall. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year? No, not really. Alright. Going out? Oh, I have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match, he must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Hi, you're back. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she's just taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold, per se. Does she like a certain drink? I'll just give her something cold. Where's the cold spot? Is there a cold thing or is it just like with ice? Bubbly, classy, burning. What about something just girly inside? All the rocks and blended. Sour, classy, something sweet. Sweet, girly, happy. Sweet, girly, happy on the rocks. Okay, cool. And got a Moonblast. I think you'll like this one. Really? Yeah, so sweet of you. Thank you. So Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things you ordered. And here I was all ready to invite you to the party we're having tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella though. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children and her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them. Oh, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I'd just stand there without anyone to say. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tattoo ripped. They don't look cute on me. Oh. Cad, where you at? Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't probably be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy, too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She just stresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small, I don't think. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They really help with complexes. Well, she does go to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I'll never cared enough to ask the specifics. That also means when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, huh? Don't you think? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through the reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her, question mark? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding Jacobs or something like that. I guess in a taller, thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter than thinner than normal. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no? It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do, give me a second. I have a lot of things that are non-alcoholic. Let's just look at these. No carbon train here, right? So, how about... that's carbon. Oh, that thing doesn't have anything. Okay, cool. Give her a big one. I think that's it. 2, 6, and 6. All blended. Spicy, classic, sobering. There you go. There you go. Thank you. You're not going to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least make my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb. Everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because the numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about the alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who's suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely ever logical creatures. Despair and plain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know. You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing's fancy, it's just be me, Boss Jill, and a couple of regulars. They'll be bringing food. We'll chat for a while, and that's probably it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you should let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check on last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now with the White Knights disbanded and all that? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with plan B, why don't you just make the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position where the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. I'm just tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh, but I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away so easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, will ya? Alright. Something manly? Oh, there we go. Manly. And 1 powder delta blended. And boop. There you go. Yes, this'll do. So what brought you here today? Nothing special. I was just working on the case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something. I'm tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did. But the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws, the walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you ever heard of Lord Lance Lavender, the Triple L's? Nope. He's some big name for Kanyavania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if it's still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing. Oh my god, that sounds fucking a scientific horror show. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Uh-huh. Turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. There you go. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess it up so you couldn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time? You told me you wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least deliver her a message. You could have been lying, you know. Yes, people lie, you made your point. Even then I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, she had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to her request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower, however. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better get back to work before her show goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you to stay here tomorrow. I want you here tomorrow before 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit, and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. I know this small party is what you needed. I got a flawless tip. Sweet. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Do I need to buy a oh, I already have one. A party then? I'll bring you the leftovers. It's only 2:05. Should I play? Today's Christmas. Fuck it, let's go. I actually no. Fuck, my head hurts. I want to, but we'll do it after tomorrow. Hotel lock. Let's read the new things before we do it. Oh, something new from Kira Miki. Was it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? Don't care. I'm too used to Christmas, but the Mega tradition in here in this city is mega comfy. Here we go. Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just don't do what they want. They don't give a fuck. Yore, yore, yore is the best show. Wanna watch it? Anime's for nerds. You're a nerd. Fuck you. Oh, this banner. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are the haters who hate their lives. Save. I feel like doing it, but I kind of don't. I'll save the best for tomorrow after a hard day. Alright. I still don't know who Anna is, other than the person in like the very beginning. So yeah, I guess that's it.